Story in developing tonight at 6:30, switching to a mayoral system of government in Pueblo, well, it has a potential problem.
It has to do with the election, and right now City Council meeting with election officials discussing options for a fix. Bill Folsom's looking into the problem caused in part because so many people want the job of mayor. Bill.
Yeah, Pueblo County's clerk and recorder says there are at least 20 people who've asked for the paperwork to run. That lowers the chances of someone getting the 50% plus one vote needed to win. If a runoff is necessary, there's a clash between state election law and the new city charter for mayor. One suggestion is a little-known option called ranked voting. Pueblo City Hall is scheduled for a big staff change next year.
Make themselves a mayoral system of government. But there were some problems with the language.
The new city charter change requires the mayor to take over the position by January 8th. That's a problem if there's not a clear majority win with the first vote.
Well, I can't run an election 30 days after, according to the Colorado revised statutes. I have to send ballots out to uniformed overseas voters 45 days before an election.
So, long before election headquarters activates for ballot counting, a solution needs to be decided. One question is whether the mayor's start date can be pushed later.
I think that's the rub. I don't think the charter allows them to postpone it.
There is another suggestion by the clerk and recorder, an option called ranked voting.
It's a little bit more complicated. You have to rank each person that you're voting for 1 through 10.
The ranking comes into play if one person fails to get the required 50% plus one votes. If the person you rank number 1 isn't in the top 10 of vote getters, then they're eliminated and your number 2 moves into your number 1 spot. Votes are then recounted.
Well, I'm giving them an option to finish it on election day in November and to avoid possibly an extra charge of $70,000 for a runoff election.
And if you're asking why not have a primary election and narrow it to 2 candidates, Pueblo's decision was to make the mayoral race nonpartisan, and that means no primary. Elizabeth?
Bill, thank you.